just hit me then. I had no idea who she was, but at times it was fast as the voice. Fast forward to 1995 now, for a particular reason. In 1995, I was in Detroit at the NC2A indoors. Salvatore, Debbie, and what's the name of the Salvatore, Debbie, and Chandra. Debbie was for Georgia, Salvatore was for Michigan, or Eastern Michigan, and and Chandra was for Norfolk State. They all ran and did extremely well in their event. And if you wouldn't believe it, Salvatore and Chandra ran on the 4x400 relays for their teams. And something happened across the pond. That's in Paris. In Paris, Pauline won the silver medal. Barcelona, she won the silver medal in the 200 meters. So when I got home, I talked about the performances of those girls and how it seemed as though a new day was coming. It don't come together often. That was a lucky chance, and LD's had quit for about 6 years or so, and she decided that she would come on. So everything came together. But Chandra was an extremely talented athlete. Chandra was 7th in the World Junior in 2000, and then a year or 2 years later, she had a child. So she didn't come back until 93, and it took its time.
Sorry. Skibo and then
Forgive me if I came in a little late and didn't hear this part, but you didn't mention, or could you address how the whole business of Carifta and the movement of Carifta in developing junior athletes contributed to the overall success of our senior program and subsequently our international success?
I'd really love to address that. I went to Canada in 1972. And when I came back in 1976, we were having the Caribbean here. It is my knowledge that the people said that we didn't have the money to pull it off, we didn't have the athletes to pull it off, we didn't have the facilities to pull it off. But Lyndon Penling suggested to two people that they should get involved, and that were in Norwich and Perry West. Perry was on our council all along until he became a cabinet minister in the 77 election. Gus Cooper was the president of the association then, and they went to Bermuda when we'd already decided we would happen and saw what needed to be done. Something very interesting happened then is that we went from each and every island throughout the Bahamas looking for talent. That's how I got to go to Brucey. Where were you in Owens, Illinois, in Apco? And Cedric Parker was the principal. That was years before. But we went throughout the place. We went to Athens, went all through Andrews. So we had a wholesale looking for talent. And the last evening of that meet, you can find standing place because it was marketed very, 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 very well. And in Vancouver, we placed third after and Bermuda. We won 27 medals in 1976. And the last time we won Carifta in 1984, we won 58 medals. We ain't come near to that thing. And we've had quite a number of events added to the program otherwise. What happened in 1984 is that Keith was one of the people who was very involved in the marketing side. And this was the first time that we really had a commercial Carifta. Shell gave us $30,000. The next year for the CAC, ESO gave us $35. But something happened. along the way. In 1979, we beat Jamaica in Jamaica in a number of events. But still, we didn't get it in our head that we were that good. So, when we had trials for events, the people didn't think, although they did well at Carifta, they didn't think that they should try out for the other events later on in the year. As a result, William Orty, who was beaten soundly by our people, went on to the CAC in Guadalajara, went on to the Pan Am Games in San Juan with bronze, went on to the games in Moscow with bronze, and went from there. And you have the same thing with the other Jamaican athletes. We really, I can remember when Frank Rutherford won his World Indoor bronze. We had the thing up at the Sports Club, and BJ told the athletes, you have to understand that you're better than you think you are. We know you're better than you think you are. You just have to take it from us that you are and go out and do what you have to do. I was one of the people who, well, I'm not accused. I know that I did that. I decided in my presidency that I would spend more time concentrating in lifting those athletes from the junior program to the senior program. And as a result, some effort was not put on the junior program. And what happened then also was a question of the teachers start coaching in the government schools because of not getting paid and everything else. But in a nutshell, Carifta, like I had a boss of mine, Donald Sands, when we talk about Carifta, he said Alpheus should go to the Olympics. So Carifta in the Bahamas has that kind of coinage, so it will go on and on. And as a result, we have to get to our former status.
Okay.
Yes.
The greatest disappointment I ever have had is, I've been coached for many years too, is you get young girls and young boys in 7th grade or 8th grade or 9th grade and they're free. And come 10th grade they suddenly change their mind. We lose so much talent. We really need to focus on those kids. Put coaches in there and motivate those kids. Because that's where we lose it.
Well, it's a big job.
Between 7 and 10.
A part of the job is the hormones.
Yeah.
A part of it is because of hormones. And one of the difficulties, the plus and the minuses is that you have a lot of parents who want their children to succeed. And some put a little bit more pressure on it than they should. And when somebody gets to be around 15 or whatever it is, you may force them, but they just can't do it. They've had enough. So, my philosophy is that children should have fun. That's what it is. Children should have fun, learn some techniques, and if along the way they feel interested, you can get them interested, then so be it. You're going to have, even in Jamaica, they have dropouts. You see a number of people who've been in Jamaica and Carifta and other things, you don't see them anymore. So it's just that you don't have the numbers that they have. So it makes a whole lot more difference.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about the American influence. I think that many of our athletes who have done well internationally have gone to American schools, right?
Yeah.
And they've got, there are certain schools where athletics is a big thing and they have really good coaches.
And you want to go to the schools where it's a big thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But are there any of our top athletes who didn't go to an American university where they had this special?
Well, one or two, but Tim is an example.
Yeah.
Tim started running when he'd already finished college. He got involved with